Hey everybody, welcome back. So got a couple really cool announcements coming. So first off, we have one from MVD Rewind coming December 11th. They're releasing the film Nemesis. Now this was posted on their Facebook page, as you can see here. So I'm doing this direct from the Facebook page. It's kind of long, so I'm not doing screen captures with it. So we'll have a couple dropouts, which I apologize in advance. As you can tell, it says, coming December 11th, 2018. Okay, so before I get into all the details, I want to clear up a few things about our release. There have been some questions about it. I don't really know that much about, I saw Nemesis like years ago, but so some of you may be familiar with some of the issues here that I guess plagued some previous releases, some foreign releases maybe. So it says, number one, I just checked the masters and there are no sync issues that I could find. I know there were posts on message boards about there being problems 71 minutes into the movie, but I don't see any of that here. Number two, there are no encoding glitches at time codes 105 and 113 as mentioned on message boards from previous foreign versions of the film. It is my unprofessional opinion that any glitching was likely something that happened during authoring and probably caused the sync issue listed above and then was missing during the QC process in that release. I will vigorously QC these and report back any issues I find. QC meaning quality control. Number three, there does not seem to be any overuse of DNR in these transfers. I'll post a screenshot, but as far as I can tell, the quality looks pretty great to me. Number four, many people have requested MVD Rewind to release Nemesis on its own and not in a huge box set the first time around. So this is just Nemesis. I'll do a Blu-ray in the future that will have Nemesis 2, 3, and 4 as its own set. This will be a 2-disc set. Disc 1 is a Blu-ray with the main feature in both the 2.35 to 1 and 1.78 to 1 in HD, and the newly shot interviews in HD. Disc 2 will be a DVD with the alternate versions of the film and the archival bonus material, which is in standard definition. Okay, so as you can see from the details here, it has a high definition Blu-ray presentation of the main feature in both 2.2 to 1, and okay, it's a 2.35 to 1 above. Okay, and 1.78 to 1, which is full frame HD aspect ratios. I don't know why there's two different aspect ratios. So I'm assuming this film must have been shot full frame and then matted for widescreen. Now that's done normally for 1.85 to 1 on occasion. It has been done for 2.35 to 1 on a couple films. Like James Cameron, for example, used to shoot a lot of his films that way. I guess this film was done the same way. That's what I'm assuming here. So I don't know whether or not 2.2 to 1 is the correct aspect ratio or 2.35 to 1. So I don't know. There's too many different aspect ratios here, so I'm not sure which one is accurate. It has two audio options, a 5.1 surround and a 2.0 stereo. Director's cut of the film in standard definition with optional commentary. It's in 1.33 to 1, so it's a full frame transfer. And then the Japanese extended cut, also in standard definition. So I'm guessing the director's cut and the extended cut, I guess, are what are on the DVD. And then it has two new interviews, one with Eric Carson and one with Olivier Gruneur. I'm sorry, I'm butchering that last name. I'm sure it's easy to pronounce and I'm totally messing that up. Those two are probably on the Blu-ray, and then the rest of this, because it's all standard definition, I'm guessing is on the DVD. So you got an introduction, afterward, okay, making of featurettes, another interview with Olivier, whatever, Grunier. I'm like the cheese. I'm totally butchering that name. Making of, stunts and effects, making of visual effects, the saga featurette, trailers and TV spots, and then a collectible mini poster. So the runtime is 95 minutes. I'm not sure what the runtime is on the other cuts. And it does say special features are not final and are subject to change. So it looks like the extended cut only exists as a standard definition version, which must have been released on DVD like years ago. And the only master is unfortunately in standard definition. I don't really know that much about this film, so maybe some of you can mention it in the comments below whether or not is there a big difference between the director's cut and the theatrical cut or not? And let me know if you're excited for this release. I think I saw this once And if I did, it would have been literally like, when did this come out? 1992. So I probably saw it on video, over 20 years ago. I remember nothing from it, but I like MVD Rewind. So, if they put it out, that definitely makes me interested. Scream Factory has announced that there's going to be one more delay in, I don't know if it's the only delay, but another delay of Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation. It's now moved back to December 11th. So they posted this on their Facebook page. The good news on our upcoming Blu-ray release, we can officially confirm that we will be presenting both the theatrical version of the film and the director's cut version, which is the theatrical version with spliced in standard definition footage. So similar to what they did with Silent Night, Deadly Night, for example. Also, we have a new audio commentary with director Kim Henkel on the second cut. Our final list of extras will be announced in October. The not so great news, unfortunately, we've had to delay our release once again due to unique challenges we've been faced on this title, coupled with some recent changes in manufacturing. The new national street date is now December 11th. This whole thing about manufacturing things, I'm going to cover that on another video. I need to look into that more, but it looks like the companies that are manufacturing discs are, it looks like it's a lot less than it used to be. It does concern me a bit, because that will obviously cause problems with all the companies. If they're all trying to get them manufactured, and there's only a couple places doing it. So I don't know. I need to look into that more, but just that is concerning me. And an update from Severin Films on the Changeling. So from their Facebook page as well, after some unexpected delays, the replacement Blu-rays and CDs for the Changeling are out of replication with our distributor. This means we'll have them on hand and we'll be able to start the packaging process this weekend. They'll begin to ship on Monday, October 1st, and all replacements should be shipped out by next Friday, October 5th. We appreciate everyone's patience with this process. And as you can tell, there are all the replacements and everything. Let's have two new 4K announcements that I'm actually kind of pretty excited about. Just a shout out to my buddy Ken, who let me know about this. The original Superman film from 1978, the Christopher Reeve one, directed by Richard Donner, is coming out in 4K. I think I'd mentioned in a previous video that was being rumored, and now it actually looks like it is definitely happening. That is coming out November 6th, and it will have Dolby Vision and a Dolby Atmos soundtrack. It looks like it is porting over some of the existing extras from the previous release. So that is an exciting announcement. I'm a huge fan of the film. In fact, I just I bought the the television cut earlier in the year, and actually literally just watched it, I think just not too long ago. Definitely looking forward to picking this up. And one that just got announced, and I'd heard it was gonna happen, but since it was getting so close, I was like, well, maybe it's not going to happen, like at least this year. But Lionsgate is releasing the Rambo trilogy in 4K coming on November 13th, and that does include First Blood, Rambo First Blood Part 2, and Rambo 3. Now, it looks like they are porting over the existing extras that were on the previous Blu-rays and stuff. Now, what I don't know is whether or not they're actually on the 4K discs. Now, Lionsgate actually have been porting over some of their extras and actually putting them on the actual 4K discs, unlike a lot of other releases from other companies, which is good because 4K discs are huge in size, so there's more than enough room to throw extras on there. I don't know if it's has more to do with the menu system, whether or not that just adds more to the manufacturing costs, which is possible. So I don't know. But either way, I'm excited to get these three. I'm a huge fan of Stallone and of the Rambo films. Again, coming November 13th, because we did not have enough releases this year. Jeez. So that's it for this video. I'm sure there'll be a lot more stuff. For example, this Friday, Arrow is announcing their December releases, I believe. So I'm going to try and do a video as quickly as I can once those are announced Friday morning. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.